All right, here's some big news coming in from the state of Karnataka, which is ready now to hear the verdict that will come out from the Karnataka High Court in moments from now. We're looking at law and order situation that's now been maintained by the Karnataka government ahead of this hijab verdict by the Karnataka High Court. Karnataka Home Minister Araga Gnanendra meets with the Chief Minister to brief him on police deployment. Home Minister says security has been deployed across Karnataka. Sensitive places have been marked and more deployment has been done. No preventive arrests as yet. This is Araga Gnanendra saying that security arrangements are on point in Karnataka. Remember, the last few weeks has been quite tense and volatile in several parts of coastal Karnataka post the hijab controversy that escalated in proportions. We saw large-scale violence in several pockets of Udupi, Shimoga, not leaving anything to chance here. Karnataka government now imposing Section 144 in a couple of districts. We're also looking at heavy police deployment in several parts of Karnataka. Karnataka Home Minister Araga Gnanendra confirming that there has been sufficient police deployment in several sensitive areas across Karnataka. Nolan Pinto has been tracking all those developments. He's joining us live for more on that. He's in Udupi, where the controversy kicked off. Nolan, you're in Udupi, the district that now is very keenly watching the Karnataka High Court's verdict that will be out any time now. We hear that heavy police deployment has been imposed. We're also looking at Section 144 in several districts. Take us through the preparations only to avoid any kind of fallout or violence if in case.
Well, good morning, Nabila. In fact, the state government as well as the police do not want to take any sort of, chances this time around, and hence do not want a repeat of what really took place last time around when students came out. Some of them actually pelted stones. A few girls were also hassled and haggled. So this time around, Section 144 has been imposed in various districts by the deputy commissioners, keeping in mind the situation over there, especially in sensitive districts. So you have Bengaluru urban, Bengaluru rural, Udupi where we are, Mangaluru, Shimoga especially. Reserve police personnel as well as the rapid action force personnel have been deployed because there were instances of stone pelting that took place over there. Not much in Udupi as such, even though Udupi also faced similar problems of students coming out and protesting, both groups protesting and shouting slogans against each other, the ones with the hijab and the others with the saffron shawls. But the government said no this time around. So most of the schools and colleges, in fact all schools and colleges in these districts are shut. The DCs took this call last evening. Some are shut for today because the verdict is expected at around 10:30, and after 10:30 is when that will come out. So as of now, the situation is peaceful in the state of Karnataka. The Home Minister has met the Chief Minister. He has actually informed him of the steps that have been taken by the police force, by the Home Department to make sure that the situation is peaceful and that students are at home with schools and colleges all being closed for the day.
Peace prevails even post the verdict. Nolan Pinto is right there in Udupi. He's bringing us all the details from that district where this controversy kicked off and led to a ripple effect across districts in Karnataka where we saw large-scale violence. All eyes now are on Karnataka High Court and its verdict, as it is all set to pronounce the judgment on the hijab case in just a little while from now. The three-judge bench headed by the Karnataka Chief Justice Rituraj Avasthi will be pronouncing the order at 10:30 a.m. today. Ahead of the High Court's judgment, prohibitory orders has been imposed in Bengaluru to restrict any form of protests or violence. Section 144 has been imposed in several places, including Bengaluru, Davangere, Hassan, Belagavi and Shimoga. Now, prohibitory orders are in place until the 19th of March. Holiday has also been declared to schools and colleges across these sensitive cities only, whereas internal exams has also been postponed, only to avoid any kind of commotion that may arise post the verdict. Remember, the Karnataka High Court had reserved its judgment in the hijab case on the 25th of February. Now, after 11 days of hearing, it went on for close to 2 weeks, and finally the verdict was reserved. And we're still seeing a good 2 weeks later, the verdict now finally going to be pronounced.
The district administration has imposed Section 144 effective. We do not want any celebrations, any protests of the Honorable High Court order. We have to follow the High Court order. All educational institutions at all levels will be closed for the district of Gulbarga, including the city of Gulbarga.